All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to episode two of the GX3 Sports Podcast. Thank you to anyone that watched episode one. It was a lot of fun. We're back. We're going to be doing these
There's
before every
NFL
week.
football
So,
on tomorrow.
yes, sir, bro. One more day. One more
Countdown.
day, bro.
One
That's
Countdown.
so
more
hype.
sleep.
That's
One
so
more
hype,
sleep.
dude. That's literally
Getting
so
around like
exciting.
24 hours, baby.
Yes,
Let's
sir,
go.
bro. That's awesome. So we're really excited for that. So going forward, there's going to be a lot more to debate about, but for this one, we just got some more predictions, a couple other stuff to talk about. So first things first, we're going to start off. We're going to react to this NFL top 10 that came out the other day from the top 100 because I think it's horrific. Dom, do you know it? Did you see it?
Yeah, Dom, have you
I
seen it?
saw some of it. I know
Okay.
the guy.
Sam
I know
didn't
the
see
guy
it.
in first.
Because
is
I
very
did. Because
good.
I did
Sam
not
didn't
see
see
it.
it. See,
I did
I
not see
completely
it at
disagree.
all.
I'll break it down. So at 10, you have PS2.
Okay,
Deserved.
decoy.
9, you have Jettas.
Okay.
8, you have
Oh,
Miles Garrett.
see, wait, no, wait, because timeout. Because we're already
Yeah, it's already wrong.
all out of whack. Like that's the
Yeah,
defensive player of the year. That was the best
I know.
defender in football
Eight,
last year.
eight,
Whatever.
eight. The one that I think is worst of, I think the worst part of the list. Miles Garrett.
Wow.
7, Derrick Henry. 6, Joe Burrow. 5, Mahomes. 4, Jamar. 3, Josh Allen. 2, Lamar, and 1, Saquon. Now, first
Wow.
thing I want to say here, first thing before we get into anything, there is no world that you can't put Patrick Mahomes as the number one player in the NFL.
Stop.
There's no world. There's no
No, there
world.
is a
Bro, what are you
world. There is a
talking
world.
about?
There is a
There's
world.
no world. You
You know
can't.
He
why?
was.
Bro,
Because
if you
Saquon
needed to
Barkley
win
had
a
the
football
best
game
season of his
tomorrow,
career. He had the best season of his career, and he won the Super Bowl. I don't want to
okay.
hear it.
I guess the NFL, when they make this list, positional value means absolutely nothing to them because there's no world that the least valuable position on the field is better than the three-time Super Bowl champ.
The best player in football last year was Lamar. That's not a debate.
But
If
it's
you're
base.
not,
He was the best at his
if
he
you
was the best at his position. The Ravens were an unstoppable force in the regular season. It kind of derailed a little bit in the playoffs, but that shouldn't like the
if you're
things
not
that
going to put
we saw Lamar
Mahomes,
do last season.
How about this? How about this? Who was the most accomplished player in the NFL last year? Based on last year's season, it was Saquon Barkley, and you can't even argue that.
if you're not going to put Mahomes,
On
it
a
better be
super
Lamar or Josh
team.
Allen, bro. If it's not going to be Mahomes, it better be Lamar or Josh Allen. I think there's no world that Lamar, Josh Allen, Mahomes, and Joe Burrow are not the four best players in football. There's no,
Okay,
it's literally not possible.
okay.
And
Here's my take real quick. I unless I'm drawing a blank on someone, I could agree that those are the 10 best players in football, but I do
the
think the
only
order is,
person that
is
I
all
think
out
could
of
have,
whack.
the only person I think could have been in there is drop TJ Watt and kick out Derrick Henry. Or Micah Parsons and kick out Derrick Henry. That's the only thing that
But
I could see.
Okay, I mean that's fair.
where was Derrick
That's
Henry on the
fair.
list again?
Derrick Henry's at how? Derrick
What,
Henry's at
7?
7. Miles Garrett's at 8. How is Miles
Yeah,
Garrett below Derrick Henry? You're talking
look at
about a
that.
running back and the best.
PS2, he was the
You're talking about a
decoy.
running back and the best defensive player in the NFL. It should be, in my opinion, and we'll leave it off on this. You guys could say what you would change. I think the four quarterbacks go 1 to 4 in no
In
order.
what
I don't
order?
really
In what
care.
order?
I don't really care, honestly. Mahomes 1, and then the other
Because
three
Mahomes is not because
in
Mahomes
whatever order
wasn't
you
the.
want. Then
How
you
are you
have
going to say
Garrett.
that?
Miles
How are you going
Garrett
to
should
say
be
that he's the
5.
best player in football if he wasn't even the best quarterback in the NFL
Miles
last year?
Garrett, Miles Garrett should be 5. I just think he's the best player in the NFL. If it's my football team and I need to win a game of football tomorrow, he's the only person that I'm taking on my team. Out of all these guys, and I wouldn't even hesitate. I wouldn't even hesitate to put him on my team. If I need to add one
Last
guy
last
tomorrow,
thing I'm gonna say is that ranking is always out of sorts every year. We never know
horrible.
what we never know what they're basing it on,
No,
what
it makes no
position goes
sense.
where. But I do agree that Saquon Barkley had the most accomplished season in the NFL last year.
It
He
is.
Rushing
might
It
have,
is
but
leader,
he's not the
also.
Super
best
It
Bowl
player
is
in the
champ.
also
NFL.
hard. It is also hard when you look at the relativity of it. It's easier to rank a quarterback high because you have passing touchdowns, rushing touchdowns, yards, rushing and passing. You have QBR, you have accuracy. There are some positions that you don't really have a stat for like that. Like
Yeah,
you don't think Lane Johnson is somewhere up there? I'm not saying he's top
I think
10,
he's.
but
I
a
think
guy
he's
like
in
but a
the top
guy like
15, top
that,
20,
a
top
guy like
15,
that
top
is he's
20.
he's
I
one of
wouldn't.
the he's probably the best lineman in football. And
I
you
mean, he
can't go
is.
and you
He
can't
Gets
is.
go
He
and record
is.
a
overlooked.
stat for a guy
He
like
is.
that.
Gets
He
But
is. He
overlooked.
is.
Yeah.
It gets overlooked, but yeah. So for me, and again, we'll leave it at this. You guys say we would switch. For me, I'm putting the four quarterbacks at the top 4. Mahomes at the 1. Myles Garrett at the 5. I could even see you arguing Myles Garrett to fall in front of some of the quarterbacks. He goes at the 5. I'll say Saquon at the 6. Then, in
Crazy.
whatever order you want, Jettas
Crazy.
and Jamar. Personally, I think Jettas is better, but based off last season, I'll say Jamar. I'm sure this is a debate that we'll have in another time. Then I'm putting PS2, and then I'm kicking off Derrick Henry and dropping down TJ Watt. You guys say what you would switch around.
But I do think that they base the rankings off of the season last year because in that case, Saquon Barkley's number one, and that makes a lot of sense. But
I disagree.
I think Lamar Jackson was on another planet last year. He's my number one. I I don't think I would take Derrick Henry out for TJ Watt either. I like the 10 guys that they put in that list, but I just think the order is crazy. And no, Mahomes is not the best player in football.
All right.
And here's another reason why I think
what happened on the biggest stage? What happened on the biggest stage?
Bro, he has
Exactly.
three rings, bro. He has
Exactly.
three rings. Stop. He has three rings.
What did he
Don't-
do
don't say
last
that on the
year?
biggest
It's the
stage,
top 10
bro.
players of the
He has
NFL
three-
based on last year.
No,
It's based-
should
it is based on
it
last
should be the
year.
top 10 players in the
Definitely is.
NFL going into this year. Is that not?
that's what it should be. But I think it's based on last year. And another reason is 2 years ago,
And then if
Tyreek
you're going
Hill
to
was
base it
rated
on
number
last year,
one.
the most valuable player in football should be ahead of the offensive player of the year.
And also,
I
Jamar
guess.
Chase. Jamar Chase, I would argue he's higher than Mahomes.
I guess
Crazy.
one of those guys
That's
had a
crazy.
Super Bowl ring this year. So
That's crazy. All right. We're gonna move on. I just wanted to talk about that. I think it's horrible. Personally, I think it's horrible. But we're gonna move along from that. So I have something
You guys get me hot already.
I have something that I made that you guys
because
don't know about.
you two hate the
Watching,
Eagles.
anybody watching, these two don't know what's about to come out. I want their raw reaction. Also, if we all did one, it would just take too long. So I just figured I would do this, and we'll get their reaction. And I ranked my quarterbacks from 32 to 1. Starting quarterbacks in the NFL, 32 to 1. I want to hear what you guys think. Before I
We
start,
already know Mahomes is one. We already know Mahomes is one, right?
before
Right?
I start, the one thing I will say is I had a rule when I was making this at first that if you haven't played a snap in the NFL, you can't go above anybody that has played a snap in the NFL. I
Okay,
went back
that's
on
fair.
that. I
Okay.
went back on that for two players because I think two players are bad enough that there's backups in the NFL that are better than them. So I kind of went against it a little bit, but for JJ McCarthy and Cam Ward, not to spoil it, they're starting quarterbacks. They haven't had a snap in the NFL, so they're automatically towards the bottom of my list.
That's fair.
I'll get us started. First off, the worst quarterback in the NFL, and I don't even think it's close. If it lets me click. Spencer
I agree.
Rattler.
1,000%.
Okay.
Hey Nick, if
Then-
Jaden Daniels is top 3, I'm leaving this podcast.
Then 31, the other guy that I think is worse than players that haven't touched the football yet, Joe Flacco.
Ooh.
I think you're hating a little bit.
I think I am too. I think he's 45 years old, and
It's a game manager.
He is, but the way I kind of base this, same way this is kind of how I did my power rankings too, is like in order who I would want to be my quarterback, essentially.
Yes.
So I'll
And
take
I
the
would
young
want Joe
guys
Flacco to be
before
my
this.
quarterback over Spencer Rattler. I could say that.
Yes.
Yeah, I
but
agree.
But again, this is just for like one game, not for the future, because obviously you're going to take the young guys. So just for one game, that's kind of how I based
If
it.
we
And again,
if we had to go out there and play an NFL game at it's 8:17 right now. If we had to go out
Yeah.
there and play a football game at 8:30,
this is my quarterback. And again, the guys that
Yes.
haven't played automatically get to the bottom, aside from these two. So
Okay.
that leaves me. Oh no, three guys. I'm sorry, three guys that are bad enough to go at the bottom. I forgot about this one.
Daniel
so you got
Jones.
you got Daniel Jones.
dude. Wait, I'm gonna drag on Daniel Jones for a second. I think I'd rather have Joe Flacco. I'm not even gonna lie.
No.
It's close.
Bro,
It's close. It's close.
We've
it's
seen
close.
a little bit out of Daniel Jones.
We've seen
on
it. We've seen a
shitty
little bit.
Giants
Joe
team.
Flacco's too old. It's close. It's close.
I don't know though.
So then comes in my two guys that haven't played yet. So that's where you have Cam Ward and then JJ. I just put JJ above him. 'cause
JJ over
he's-
Cam
You put
Ward.
JJ over
Ridiculous.
It don't.
Cam
I
Ward?
they don't matter. It don't matter. Like they haven't played. That was my thing. Is they go at the bottom. I didn't think too deep into that.
We're also talking about
JJ's going into a better
bottom four, right?
situation. I'll give him that. JJ's going into a better situation. I see more in Cam Ward than I do in JJ. JJ's going into a better situation.
I see
But
more
we'll
in
see.
Cam Ward than these next, whatever, 5
So
guys.
then,
I can tell
This
you
is where
that.
things are going to start to get controversial here. Maybe not yet, but soon. 27, I have Michael Penix. I've publicly stated it before that I don't think Michael Penix is going to be a good quarterback in the NFL,
I disagree. I think he's going to be a
but
great quarterback.
I think
I
I
think
think
that
he I
whole
think he could be I
offense,
think he could be a decent franchise guy.
that Falcons offense is actually going to be really explosive this year.
I don't like what I've
I'm
seen.
curious. I'm
So,
curious to see who you have over Michael Penix. I mean, we
yeah.
got a really
All right.
small sample size of him, but
Yeah.
All right.
So, next guy, somebody that I like what I've seen more, even though it's been a struggle, I have Justin Fields.
Okay.
I I
Reasonable.
I could give you that.
I like the rushing upside. I like the connection with Garrett Wilson. I think there's potential here. Next guy at the end of his career, but again, I had a game tomorrow. I'm taking him over all these guys. The other guy out of New York, Russell Wilson.
Okay.
Mr. Unlimited,
All
Mr.
right.
Unlimited.
Now we get into the top 25. So next up, Bryce Young. He's moving up
Ooh.
this list. I'm telling you right
He's
now, he's
He's
climbing.
going to
He's
shoot up the
climbing up
he's
ranks
on
this
this
a
year.
list.
run.
He's
He's going
climbing
to
up
shoot
this.
up
He's
this list.
climbing up the
Sneaky
I think all
sneaky
three of
Panthers
us
all season.
All
this
three of us
next
have
chunk.
stated before that we have faith in the
Yeah,
Panthers
I have a
and
lot
Bryce
of faith
Young.
in him. I have a lot of faith in him. I think he's going to shoot up this list.
That's
This next chunk, I think there might be one guy in between. I didn't write it down, so I'm looking at it as I go with you guys. This next chunk is young guys who are on the come up, but still have a lot to prove. I think there's one guy slipped in the mix of them though. So 23, you have Sam Darnold. That's the one guy slipped in there that is not on the come up, but so
Correct
you'll
me
see
if
the
I'm
next
wrong.
few.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but Sam Darnold was just part of a 14 win ball club.
Yep,
You have him at 23.
well,
yep,
if
yep.
you're basing this, and this is for you too, Sam. If you're basing this off who I want in my quarterback today, I want Bryce Young and Michael Penix over Sam Darnold.
No to Michael Penix. I see the
I
argument for
just
Bryce Young. I gave Sam Darnold a little bit of an edge because he had a good regular season last year. But yeah, by the logic that I said, yeah, I would rather have Bryce Young over Sam Darnold.
he's still in the bottom half.
Yeah,
I think
I
I
don't
would
think he
rather
could
have Bryce
go.
Young, but I also don't think I would put Bryce Young at 24.
I
I
don't
think I
think
would
I don't
put him
think he
and
can
Sam Darnold a
go.
little higher.
I don't think he can go after anybody that's coming up.
Let me
Things are
let me let me
things are
let me
about to
just
get
start
hot
Yeah,
talking
real
and see what
soon.
you
see,
Things are
got
about to
here.
get
let's
hot
see.
real soon. Things are about to get hot real soon.
Caleb, okay.
Whoa.
Caleb Williams at 22.
Okay.
Whoa.
I don't like what I saw, bro. I don't like what I saw. I think he's gonna get better. I know the potential's there. I don't. I
It's
saw
the decision
horrible
making.
decision making. I
It's just
saw
the
horrible
decision
decision
making.
making, and decision making is something that like yeah, it could be improved, but a lot of that just comes naturally. I don't like what I saw. He's got crazy arm talent,
You got
but
to give him time.
he just had his first year. He's reading NFL defenses. They're 10 times more complex than whatever he was
Also,
seeing
he
in
has a
college. Like
brand new head coach,
I
Ben
like I
Johnson.
like I like the next
brand new
two
head
rookies.
coach, some shiny new toys. Like
I like the next two rookies better. So
chill,
that's where I got Drake May.
Okay.
Okay, okay.
Followed up with Mr. Bo Nix. So I like the next two rookies better.
I'm
So
curious to see
far.
where you have
So
Kyler.
far. So far.
Okay.
There
Okay.
he is.
There you
I
go.
was
Good
about to
call.
say,
Good
There
call.
you go.
Good call. He was getting
is
too high. I know.
way
Kyler,
too high.
he was getting too up there. I'll give him the
I
edge
think
as
him
of
and I
as of
think
right
him
now.
and Marvin Harrison are going to be a really good duo this year, though.
I'll
Let
give
it
him
let
I'll give him 19 right now. He's one I see falling down the list. But I'll give him that
falling.
for now. Yeah, falling. 18 I have T Law.
Whoa.
I like it.
I think he's more of a game manager than the guys that I just saw, even though a lot of the guys below him have more potential in my opinion. I think T Law is getting the job done right now better
You
than
got
May
it.
will.
You got to back T-Law up. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. You
He
got him
will.
over. You
He
got him
will.
over.
He will.
All
He
right.
will.
Yeah.
But for now, I'm keeping the rookies below him. 17, we got your boy.
Damn.
I know he don't like it.
17?
I know he don't like
Oh,
it. I know he
wow.
don't
That's
like it.
gross.
Listen, I was a big believer in Tua. I really was.
It's
The
gross.
injuries, I can't. I
Okay.
can't. The injuries
He
and also
works.
I just haven't seen Tua in enough clutch moments. I've seen him drop 500 yards on week one and throw 6 touchdowns to Tyreek Hill and put up ridiculous numbers, but I haven't seen him drive down the field enough in the fourth quarter. I haven't seen him play well in a playoff game. I haven't seen him play well when it mattered the most. So I
I
personally couldn't
So
see.
put him
far,
I
higher
so
than
can't
far,
talk
Fields.
with
because
all
my
these guys,
bias.
like the thing I'm noticing is like, except for like Caleb Williams because he's just a freak athlete. None of these guys have like a it factor.
Yeah,
Like even Tua, he puts up great numbers when he's healthy.
yeah.
The he had a great connection with Tyreek Hill. I mean, I know that's kind of fizzling out now, but you look at a guy like Tua when he was healthy, he played well, won a
Yeah.
good amount of football games, but there's just I feel like there's
See,
nothing like shiny about
I
it. Like
can't
there's
really
nothing.
talk. I can't really talk on
So
this because my
so that's
bias
that's
is
the bottom
really
half.
gonna.
That's the bottom half. Here's my top 16 quarterbacks in the NFL.
Nikki, quick question. Quick question before we
Yeah,
move on.
yeah.
Tua stays healthier. Where do you have him? Because I want to
Let me
see
get to
what Dom
again.
thinks.
I should have wrote it all down so I had it in front of me. Let me look at this next page and I'll tell you if I see him above these guys. Let me keep going because I don't remember
Oh, I'm
exactly
gonna
who's
say
right
it.
here.
No,
Brock Purdy, Tua better.
no.
When healthy, Tua's
Bro,
better.
Okay,
When
I got
healthy, Tua's better. That's a guy I'll move him ahead of.
I
Right
I
now,
agree. I
I'll
agree, but
take Brock.
it's not apples to oranges. I think both healthy. They're on a similar tier.
Similar tier. I agree. Geno Smith.
wow,
Everybody
ugly,
hates on Geno Smith.
ugly.
4,000 yards on a 77% completion percentage. Nothing else to say.
No,
I don't
I
need to
think
say
I
anything
think
else.
I,
The
I
last
think
two
I think
years,
Geno Smith could ball.
the last 2 years, he's been top of the stats across the board. He could ball. 14, Aaron Rodgers.
But if the
Aaron
thing is,
Rodgers.
you're basing this on who you want on your
What?
team right now, and you're putting Aaron Rodgers at 14. That's ugly.
God.
He's gonna fall. He's gonna fall. For now, out of
He's
respect,
80 years
I couldn't
old,
put him below
bro.
any of these guys. Out of respect, he can't go lower than any of these
Give me
guys.
Michael Penix over Aaron Rodgers
Bro,
as of right now.
in week two, this conversation could change. But
Yo, Joe Flacco's looking back at you at 31 right now, like shaking his head. What the?
bro,
Let me check. What is
Yeah,
that?
we're not gonna compare Joe Flacco to Aaron Rodgers.
that is
We're not
true.
gonna compare. We're not gonna compare the two here.
But
Are we're not going to compare
Let me get to
70-year-old Joe
let me
Flacco
get
to
to the top 12.
70-year-old
Let me
Aaron
get to the top
Rodgers?
12.
yeah, Nick,
All
that
Let me
right,
get
one
to
all
the
was
top
right,
12.
bad.
yeah, that
That
no,
was
13,
bad.
13, we got Jared Goff. Hot take. I have him low. Everybody has him higher.
13.
I think that's too low.
I will tell you right now, I watched Jared Goff in the divisional round get pressured and have 5 turnovers. I watched Jared Goff in the Super Bowl get pressured and put up 3 points.
You
He's a
also watched
great
Jared
regular
Goff
season
get his
quarterback.
clock cleaned and get
He's he's a,
concussed.
he's he's a great regular season quarterback. He puts up numbers. He knows how to win football games. When there's pressure on him, I don't think he performs better under pressure than any of the 12 guys ahead of him. I'm gonna leave it at that.
So biased because Frankie Luvu had that dirty ass hit.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
That's what I just
Bro,
said. Like
he had 4 turnovers before that. I don't know that for a fact. I would just he was playing bad prior to that moment. He's not good under pressure. I know Rams fans that told me the same thing and said, "Listen, we saw it in the Super Bowl when the pressure's in his face. That Patriots defense was nasty. When the pressure's in his face, he don't know what to do. He's a great regular season quarterback. He's even can be a good playoff quarterback when they're up. If the Lions were beating us by 20 points, he would have steamrolled us. When the
I
pressure's
think
in his
you're
face, when the pressure's and I
I
don't
think you're
mean pressured
discounting. I
moments.
think you're discounting the unit that the Commanders' defense had last year. I don't think that was. I think that was a
Bro, our
little
biggest
less.
knock was our defense. Everybody was ripping on our defense
But
all year.
they played. Yeah, but they played phenomenal during that game.
Yeah, I know. They
They
pressured him
they
and they forced
played
turnovers,
lights
but that's
out
what he
during
does
that
under
game.
pressure. Tell me in your top 12, in my top 12, who you have ahead of him.
Okay, okay.
Let's see.
Similar
I'm
to
I'm
Tua,
curious to see where Dak is.
starting with 12.
Yep. You
Well,
know, this
I
this
can't
is
say that.
this
Well,
this is
I can't
crazy
say
to me.
that.
You know why? No, let me talk about this real quick. This is crazy to me because you say when Tua is healthy, when Dak's healthy. Dak and Tua, their last healthy season was very similar numbers. Tua had more
Dak was a
passing yards.
MVP. Dak was an MVP runner-up.
So was Tua. Tua was in the MVP
Tua was
conversation.
an MVP
Runner-up?
runner-up 2 years
MVP. He was
ago.
in the
He was
MVP
an MVP. He
conversation.
was second
Dom,
in MVP voting. Do you know what
their last
runner-up
healthy
means?
year was the same year, and Dak was runner-up for MVP.
Tua had
Their
more
last healthy
passing.
year
I
was the
don't
same
care. It's
year.
very. If you look at the
Dak
stats,
led the NFL in passing touchdowns that year. He had
if you
39
look at the stats,
Healthy, I like Dak.
if you
Healthy,
look
I
at the
like Dak.
stats, very similar seasons, very similar
Is
situations. Why is he 5 quarterbacks over Tua? That I don't like.
all right.
That I
Well,
don't
we're
like.
gonna keep going.
Mark my words right now. Pause this for a second, and I'm not even looking at that because that just made me sick to my stomach.
Yeah, that's
Mark my
gross.
words, Dak at the end of this season, if we were to redo this like quarterback power rank or whatever, he's gonna have a phenomenal year. He's going to have a phenomenal year.
I think Tua's
He's
gonna
gonna
have a
have
phenomenal year
to.
too. It's easy to say.
Let's just say he's gonna have to. We're gonna get into the top 10. We got Jordan Love at 11.
Gross.
Top 10.
I'm not
I
gonna
want to
even
switch
crazy.
these
That's
two.
gross.
I want to switch these two so bad. I want to switch these two so bad, but I would get ripped to shreds. I'm biased. I want to switch these two so bad.
Jared Goff
10 I
over
have
Jordan
Baker.
Love any day of the
10
week.
I have
by the way.
Baker. Baker is a dog. Baker is a dog. I love
First
Baker.
First off, I've Jared Goff over Jordan Love.
I think Baker.
I said that.
I
we'll
don't
see
know
this
if
year
I don't know where
because
I
I
have
think
Dak in the middle of that, but
I think the Packers are going to be better, and I think Jordan Love is going to be better than him this year. I want Baker at 9. I was going to get ripped to shreds if I did this. I think Baker is better than number 9. Out of respect, Mr. Super Bowl MVP, I'll put Hurts at 9.
That's
9?
gross.
Yep.
Nick.
Yep.
oh my God.
Bro,
gotta
I'm
get
the
this
biggest
NFC
believer.
East
I'm the biggest
out of
believer. I'm the biggest believer in he's on a super team, and he's got a dog
please.
mentality, and he's a clutch quarterback, which are things that I like. But his skill set does not compare to the 8 guys above him.
Super Bowl MVP.
Your biggest
That's
knock
biased.
on Jared Goff was that under pressure in big games, he doesn't play well, and that's why you were justifying ranking him lower than the rest of these guys. Jalen Hurts, and this is coming from a Cowboys fan, during the playoffs in the Super Bowl, he plays lights out.
100%.
So where's the
100% because I don't think he has a better skill set than any of the 8 guys ahead of him.
So you're just calling
Jalen
Jalen Hurts a
Hurts.
tush push merchant.
Jalen Hurts.
Bro, everybody calls
over.
Everybody calls him that, and I believe it. I'm all for it, bro. He's a product of a good team. He's a product of a good team.
I'll be the first to say he's a product of a really good system, but he is a good quarterback, and
He's a good quarterback. I have him as the ninth best quarterback in the NFL.
The season that the Eagles
doesn't
had
scream
last
bad.
year with him at the helm, he deserves to be higher than 9, bro.
Listen,
Nick,
bro, the Eagles had the best season. The Eagles had their best season when they got the best running back in the NFL, and they designed their entire scheme around the best running back. They became better when Hurts started throwing the ball less. When the ball was in Saquon's hands more, they got better. When he stopped passing as much, they got better. When his pass attempts went down, they got better.
What
They don't rely on
What
Jalen
about the
Hurts.
Super Bowl? I gotta pull up the stat line.
No, bro, the Super Bowl was ridiculous. I give him the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl is ridiculous. That's why I put him over Baker. But I don't think he's better than the next 8 guys. You pull up the stats, I'm going to keep going.
I'm not going to speak on it because people from the first podcast might think I'm an Eagles fan, so I'm not going to.
I know, they might. I'm going to keep going.
Yeah,
I know you're going to hate it. I know you're going to hate it.
Jared Goff over CJ Stroud.
I'm a huge believer. I'm all for CJ Stroud.
And I like CJ Stroud too.
I'm a huge believer. I think he is a better quarterback than Jalen Hurts. Same thing with my number 7, who I know Sam hates.
Let me go back to Jalen Hurts real quick. Let me go back to Jalen Hurts just real quick. He was 17 of 22. He was 17 for 22 with 221 passing yards, which isn't like a crazy amount of passing yards. But he had a 77% completion. 17 of 22, along with 2 touchdowns and an interception.
Played lights out in the Super Bowl.
He had a 120 passer rating.
Yeah,
That's damn near perfect. That's damn near pretty. You take the interception away, he probably is a
bro. I'm with you.
He
He played lights out in the Super Bowl. I'm with you. I won't take it away from him. He played lights out in the Super Bowl. I don't think he's a better quarterback than CJ Stroud.
And this is coming from a Cowboys fan.
Sam's gonna hate this one.
And then CJ Stroud.
This is
Justin Herbert.
Sam's gonna hate this one. Sam's gonna hate this one, bro. Mr. Skill set over here. Mr. Like Sam said, the pretty boy. He's got the arm. He's got the height. He's got the girl.
Yeah, he's got the arm. He's got the hot girlfriend.
He's got it all,
What has
bro.
he done?
Sucks in the playoffs.
What has he done that Jalen Hurts hasn't done?
Yeah, no, Nick. Jalen Hurts,
What do you
I'm
like?
still not over that. Like, this makes me mad.
Dude, it's
Jaden Daniels is not better than Jalen Hurts. I'm sorry.
It's hard to. There is nothing in
Justin
football
Herbert ever beat
that
Dak
Jalen
head to
Hurts
head?
is better at than Jaden Daniels. There's not
There's
one
a
thing
lot.
in a football
Wait,
game. Not one thing that he's better than
Jalen Hurts
Jaden
has a
at.
Super Bowl ring.
Not
There's
one.
a lot.
There's not one thing he's better than that. Not one. There's not one thing that a quarterback can do that Jalen Hurts is better than Jaden Daniels at. Not one. You can't name one attribute for a quarterback. Not one.
Hold on a second. Because first off, I think both of these guys are a little too high, but also Justin Herbert before CJ Stroud. Didn't Justin Herbert just piss down his legs during Super Wildcard Weekend?
Give me Jared Goff
and give CJ Stroud the freest win he's ever had. CJ Stroud didn't play well either.
He did, bro. He did. Justin Herbert is the one quarterback that goes against everything I believe in, but his skill
because
set's
he
just
can
too
throw a
good.
football 80 yards.
Bro,
Like
his skill set is just too good for me. He's the one. I've said this to you. We said this on FaceTime, like literally like a year ago, and I said it to you. I said I have no leg to stand on with Justin Herbert other than my eyes. I have nothing.
Justin
I have
Herbert's
no
here
leg to
strictly
stand on.
off vibes. Justin Herbert's
I
here
have nothing.
strictly
I
off
have
of
no leg to
vibes.
stand on. Six, I have Matthew Stafford.
I like that. I like that.
Six, I have Stafford.
I
Six,
like
I have
that.
Stafford. Five,
Jalen Hurts over Stafford.
I think if he stays healthy, he's gonna have a really good year.
five, I have my boy. Five, I got my boy. I think.
So you
I
have
think,
him.
and
So
I've
you
said
have
this
him
before.
four. You have him 4 spots
Yep.
over the guy that
Yep.
put
And I've-
40.
I've said this before.
That put
I've said this-
40 on this team.
I said this before. There's something about the 4 best quarterbacks in the NFL that they have that I think nobody else has, and it's their ability to be clutch. It's their ability to elevate everybody around them. They make every single person on the field with them better. You could always rely on them in the big moment. I think Jaden is the next one behind those 4. And I think after this year, it's not even going to be a discussion, but I think he has all the qualities that those guys have. You can't put him above any of them because he's been played 1 year.
You don't think Jalen
but-
Hurts elevates everyone around him?
No.
You don't
Really?
think the
Because
Eagles just had,
Saquon Barkley comes from the Giants, plays with the Eagles,
And you're going to tell me it's because of Jalen Hurts going
It's
like
not
this
just
and not
because-
because
no,
of having the best
it's not
offensive
just
line in
because of
football?
that.
Come on, stop.
not just
Don't
because
even
of
do
that.
that. Don't
But
even do
Jalen
that.
Hurts-
That's the
Jalen
one
Hurts'
person you
rushing
can't say
ability-
Jalen Hurts doesn't elevate. If anything, he
Jalen
hurts
Hur-
Saquon. He
that's-
takes
no,
away half his touchdowns.
Stop,
If anything, he
stop.
makes Saquon's stats worse.
The defenses have to worry about 2 rushes.
how much
They game plan for that.
bearing does a running back have on their offense? Because as we just saw from this NFL top 10, Derrick Henry's in the top 10, and you still have Lamar in your top 4.
Yeah,
That-
bro, you
how-
can't
how-
tell me
how
Lamar.
much-
I mean, you can't
but
tell
how
me
much-
Lamar's
how
not
much
top
does-
4.
But you're gonna no, I'm not saying that, but I'm trying to think the way you thought when you came up with this list. You're talking about, Jalen Hurts. No, he's part of the best offense with the best running back and a great defense and a good coach. You're gonna have Lamar here.
Yeah, Lamar is a million times better of a passing quarterback than Jalen Hurts is. Lamar is a way better passer than Jalen Hurts is, and he's a better rusher. He's actually better at everything than Jalen Hurts.
I'm actually really dying to see this top 4. So
You're gonna hate
Yeah.
it. You're gonna hate it.
Yeah.
You're gonna hate it.
Nick,
Starting with number
Nick,
4,
look.
you're gonna hate it more than
If it's
anybody.
Lamar,
This
if
is
it's
where I get the
Lamar,
world
mad.
pissed at me.
you're gonna put.
This is where I
It's
get
gonna
the
be-
world
wait,
pissed
it's
at
gonna
me.
be Lamar
Lamar
at
at
4
4,
right now.
This is where I do it. This is where I get the world pissed at me. There he is.
Yes!
I
It's
love it,
terrible.
bro. I love it.
Terrible.
I love it.
I was
I
gonna
love it.
call it. I was gonna call it.
These 3 are better quarterbacks. They're better quarterbacks.
Joe Burrow's a dog. I mean, I can't like.
They're better
I feel like the
quarterbacks.
top.
I mean,
I feel like it's all interchangeable. You know what I mean? Like
It is. I think
It
all
really
4 of these
is.
guys are. I lied. I think 2 through 4 is interchangeable.
if I see
Yeah.
Josh Allen next, I'm gonna.
These are
Patrick
your
Mahomes is
3.
the best quarterback.
These are your 3 guys.
All right, bro.
These are your 3 guys. That's the best quarterback in the world.
Nick.
That's
when
the
you
best
made
quarterback
this
in the
list,
world right there.
when you made this list, you were basing it off who you want on your team, correct? Or who you want
Yeah.
to play for you. Yeah, okay.
Pretty
That
No,
makes
much.
he's
sense.
making this
Because
There
list.
was a
he was-
couple
if
exceptions.
we're talking,
There was a
if we're
couple
talking-
exceptions, but yeah, pretty much.
Because if we're talking talent, Lamar's 1, Allen's 2, Burrow's 3. Like,
Yeah,
no
there
doubt
are
about
other
that.
like if you're basing it
Bro,
off
there's
of, like,
there's
solely
nothing
one
that
metric.
you could say that takes away from Patrick. Listen, Nick Wright says it all. I don't know if you guys watch First Things First. I'm a huge Nick Wright fan. He's probably my favorite sports
course you
analyst. These 3, everybody
name's
talks
Nick.
about these 3. They got the stats. They got the MVPs. They got this. What can none of them do? Get past that man. The only one that can is Joe Burrow.
Exactly, I agree.
The only one that can is Joe Burrow. They're all
That's a good-
so good.
no,
They're
no,
so
that's a good
talented.
point.
Watch Lamar run. Watch Josh Allen run. Watch him throw the football. Watch Josh Allen make these crazy throws. Watch all this. Watch Joe Burrow have one of the craziest stat seasons. Lamar, what can they all not do? They get to the AFC Championship.
point.
The Ravens don't even get there, and they can't get past that man. They all can't get past him. You can't tell me that they're better when it comes down to it and it matters the most. He wins every time. There are 2 quarterbacks that have beat Patrick Mahomes in a playoff game of football, not including the Eagles from the AFC. The greatest quarterback in NFL history and Joe Burrow. And you're not going to sit here and tell me Joe Burrow is better than Mahomes. So then you have no leg to stand on saying Lamar or Josh Allen are better than him. That's the
Yeah,
best
I
quarterback
agree.
in the NFL.
You did just talk your shit,
It's a
but
good point.
Best quarterback in the
Lamar-
NFL.
Mahomes
Lamar
is the best
Jackson-
quarterback in the NFL.
Lamar Jackson just had the 4th best quarterback season of all time, and there's only two quarterbacks ahead of him, even though it's 3 seasons, because two of them are Aaron Rodgers and one of them is Peyton Manning.
Mahomes is
He
more
had
of a
the
winner
fourth
than Lamar
best
Jackson.
quarterback season
If
of
we're
all
talking,
time.
if
If you
we're
want to
talking
win a
about
football
talent,
game, I'm taking the guy that can throw the ball, can run the ball, can call an offense,
That's your number two
and
quarterback right
also
there.
and
no.
also
If
That's
just
your
put
you're
up
number two
a
quarterback
ridiculous.
right there. You just read
Sam,
him
I
off. Thank you,
disagree.
Sam.
Sam, I disagree because if you want
That's
to
your
win a
number two.
football game, if you want to win a football game, you're taking a winner. And who wins the most out of all these guys right here? Pat Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes. And
Oh,
who plays the
so he convinced you?
No, no, I've been said Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league. Talent wise, it's Lamar.
talent wise? It's Lamar or Josh Allen. I mean, there's no question. There's no question. I won't argue that Mahomes is the best quarterback in football. That's it. There's nothing else to say. He's the best quarterback in
If
football.
if all if all
No
other
argument.
factors if all other factors are kept the same, you can take your Patrick Mahomes led team, and I'm gonna take my Lamar Jackson led team, and we're gonna stomp a mud hole in you guys. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave it at
Really,
that.
really,
I'm gonna
because
leave it at that.
they've never done it.
All,
It's six
all
six
other
years, six
factors kept
AFC
the same.
championships,
All
four Super Bowl appearances.
I don't like
I mean,
that.
all other factors kept the same. You want to put 10 other guys on the offense that are the same. You want to put 11 guys on defense that are the same, except the quarterback position is the only thing that's different. I'm taking Lamar
Sam, the
Jackson.
Ravens have a better roster than the Chiefs, and the Chiefs make it to the Super Bowl every year. They literally have a better team.
Literally.
All the factors are already
Literally.
there. Lamar's more talented, and he's got a better team around him. All the factors are already there. Mahomes wins every time. He literally wins every year.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
lay
want to get
I'm gonna
hung
lay
up
this
on
one
this too
down. I'm
long.
gonna lay
I
this
just
one
wanted to
down.
see. I wanted to see your reaction to that. We're gonna move on to
Yeah.
our power
Yeah,
rankings. I just wanted to
yeah,
ruffle
you
some
got me.
feathers.
You
Nick,
got
you
me.
get it.
That's
You
it.
get a 6 out. You get a 6 out of 10 on the list.
I just wanted to
'Cause
ruffle some feathers and
The,
get
the,
some debate
all the
going.
feathers are ruffled.
Because
So
All the
Jalen
feathers are
Hurts.
ruffled.
Jalen Hurts made me mad.
I stand on that business maybe more than anything else other than Mahomes being one. He's a product of his environment. He's a dog mentally, and he can win. He can win, and he's a dog, but he's a product of his environment. You put him on the teams of all these other guys, not on the Eagles, he's not doing that. But whatever, we're
But
gonna move on.
also,
We're gonna move on.
Jared Goff, what was it, 13,
Yeah, bro,
12?
Jared Goff. I was higher on Jared Goff until that game, and I'm not just saying it because we're the ones that beat him. I've seen him in the two biggest moments of his life. The pressure was in his face, and he collapsed. Like, wasn't just bad. Like you talk about Justin Herbert being bad in the play. Like the two biggest moments of his entire career, the Lions were supposed to be the team last year. They were like everybody was talking 15-win team, 15-win team, one seed in the NFC.
Yeah. What about
and what happens when the pressure's on? He collapses, bro.
I mean-
He falls apart.
I mean, it's different because the playoffs are a whole new season. But the last week of the NFL season, you have two. You have a 14-win team. You have a 13-win team going against each other. Or no, you have no. You have two 14-win teams going against each other. Primetime football, division rivals, the Vikings and the Lions.
Yeah,
And-
I think Sam
and-
Darnold's a
and
pumpkin.
Ja-
So I know
and
where you're
Jared Goff
going
got
with
the
that,
job
but
done.
I just have no faith in Sam Darnold. So that's just where that ends.
Okay.
All right, we're going to keep going. We're going to get into our power rankings. We're going to fly through this quick. This preseason power rankings. I doubt we'll update this every week, but we'll keep it active every couple weeks. So first things first, at 32, all have the Saints. I don't think there's literally anything to say other than they're just not a good football team right now. And then I'm pretty sure 31, all have the Browns as well. Dom, you're the outlier
Wow.
here, so
Wow.
Cardinals,
I'll give you the floor.
they have nothing going for them. I mean, like literally nothing. Like I don't trust Kyler Murray, and I think he's going to be done after this year.
I don't like the Cardinals. I see them falling down the list. I just think for going into the season, you have them a little too low. It'd be a disaster.
they're gonna be in limbo this year. I think
Yeah,
they have
but
some
I
talent
think-
on that roster, but like they got to figure it out at quarterback.
Yeah,
first.
I mean, I don't know. I trust Daniel Jones. Like I'm actually excited to see what he has in a new atmosphere. Like finally.
maybe he just needs a second chance. I mean, like we
Maybe.
saw
That's
what
what I'm
happened.
saying.
when-
We've
when
seen
he
we've seen it a
came to
lot.
New
We've seen
York.
it a lot.
Yeah,
We've seen it a lot. But the difference between Daniel Jones and the other guys that we've seen in the past, Baker Mayfield was supposed to be good. Sam Darnold was supposed to be good. Daniel Jones came out of nowhere. I mean, nobody like in college was like, oh, Daniel Jones is going to be good, got put in a bad situation, now thrived. Like those guys were supposed to be good and were put in bad situations and proved that that's not who they are. I don't think that Daniel Jones is of that caliber. But
Okay.
here's 29. All got something different, but I think we all have them in a very similar range. Dom, I think you have the Raiders a
Yeah.
little too low. Not gonna lie. I think I have them next,
Really?
but I think they're a little too low.
After the season they had last year, really?
Their offense, bro, is just they got some firepower on that offense. They got some guys, got some dogs. New coach, new quarterback,
Not a
second to the
fan.
Heisman winner, best tight end in football right now, at least for fantasy.
I think there's so much upside with Cam Ward that I made the Titans a little higher than the Jets. But like
It's
I think the whole Justin Fields to Garrett Wilson connection, it's gonna be cute every now and again. They have some guys on defense, but I've again 20 years on this planet. I haven't seen the Jets
yeah,
been worth a
fair.
damn ever.
For me, it's kind of like what Dom said, exactly what he said about the Raiders. Like, I do see the Titans climbing just based off of them being the worst team in the NFL last year. Like, I just can't put them higher until I see it. Here's where I got the Raiders, Dom. So we're not that far off. Um,
Yeah.
Dom, I
I
think
know
you need to
you. I
touch on the
said it
Jaguars
last
a little
time.
bit.
I said it last time. I am not high on the Jaguars. I said it episode one. Like they don't impress me at all. And I might eat my words on this, but
Yeah, I think you will. Sam, I think you got some. I think you got some guys that the Giants deserve to be above. I'm not. You know how I feel about the Giants. Obviously, they're in our division, but I
I
think there's some
just
guys that need to be below them, man.
I just think with the strength of schedule that the entire NFC East has this season, that
Fair.
it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be really hard for the Giants to climb out of the hole that they were in last year. And I think it's gonna be another situation. It's not gonna be the same effect as the Colts, but I think start going into the season, it's gonna be Russell Wilson. I think they're gonna stink up a few games, and then we're gonna see Jackson Dart as a rookie come out and try to pull it together towards the middle to the end of the season. I don't see the Giants being very good this season. They do
That's
got
fair.
some apps. They have some studs on that defensive
I
line,
mean,
but they
I completely agree with you. I just think that there's guys that deserve to be below them, but I agree. Everything you said
mhm.
is pretty accurate. This is where me and Dom got the Jets. Sammy, if you want to touch on the Panthers a little bit.
I mean, I don't really have much to say. My list. I will give a disclaimer about it. I think my list is probably going to change the most because I would I be surprised if the Giants do a little bit better than I expect? No. Would I be surprised if Bryce Young continues right where he left off and starts playing some good football and the Panthers could piece together some wins? No. But that's where I have them for now. I just don't think
I
they're
agree.
they're a great team.
I mean, listen, everything's going into next year. So like this doesn't mean this is where we have them finishing. We've seen where we have them all finishing. So it's just based off what we saw last year and what we expect at the start of the season. So that's where I got the Giants. I think this
Dom,
is fair for
I
yeah,
them.
got you,
this is
Dom.
bad rage
I
bait.
I
got
think
you,
that that's
Dom.
bad rating.
26.
That's a bad rating, bro. That's a bad rating.
Dom,
I'm sorry.
they're
I'm gonna move you
they're
guys.
not a
Talk,
good
talk
football
to me.
team.
Talk to me when the season's over.
I'll talk to you.
I promise you, they won't be the 26th worst team in the NFL.
I'll talk to you. I'll,
Okay. And
I
you know
can
what?
I
I
can
put
talk
your
to you.
Cowboys a little high too. So
I put them a little low actually.
Sam has the Cowboys the lowest. Spoiler alert. Dom, I'm with you on the Cardinals. I see them dropping way down. Just for now, I think that they have to go above these teams based off last year. But as the season goes on, I see them falling down the list.
and for similar reasons, I have the Bears. I think the Bears are going to shoot up, honestly, but just based off last year.
Yeah, I think that's a little low, but it's fair.
I don't really have anything to say about the
Yeah,
Jaguars.
it's all good. But I think there's not really much to touch on with any of these really. We all got something similar. The
Mm.
only like outliers: Dolphins a little low, Bears a little low. Um, but other than that, it's pretty much the same. All right, so we'll get into next screen up until the middle of this is the middle of the pack, guys. That was the bottom of the league. Now we got the middle of the pack, guys. I got the Patriots, man. Big boost on the Patriots. I see them climbing too.
I I think they're gonna turn some heads this year. Raiders. I like Geno Smith. I don't like the whole line he's behind, and also I think Ashton Genty is going to do what he's supposed to do. I think he's going to do what he's supposed to do.
Looking at it, I probably could have put the Titans a little lower based
Yeah,
on the same
I think
reason.
both of you guys have these teams a little too high,
Yeah,
honestly. For now, at least. Um,
we got the Patriots in similar areas.
yeah, Patriots similar areas. Jags, other than Dom, Sam, I think we got them in similar areas.
Hmm.
I think they got a solid group, and I could see them doing good. I could also see them doing bad though. Like I don't think Dom's crazy at all. I could see it going both ways.
Hmm.
Yeah,
21.
Look at that.
Sam got Dallas at the lowest.
Wow.
Never did I think I'd see the
Look
day, bro. You had
look
them
at
in your
that.
playoffs, dude.
Because that's why I said I think my list is the most volatile because like it's the
Yeah,
same thing with the Falcons. I was gonna wait to say it. I think that right there we're talking middle of the pack. But even the Raiders, we're talking three teams that didn't play great football last year, but I think I think there's some things that you can kind of hang your hat on either as a fan or just as an NFL watcher. I think those are three teams that could very easily flip to the top half of the power rankings.
yeah. I threw Seattle there, like I think I said in the last episode. I just think they got worse, honestly. Um,
Yeah,
I don't
I
like
have
the
the Seahawks in
I don't
a
like the quarterback switch. I don't love the receiver
similar area.
switch. I think that there's a worse team than they were
I
last
agree.
year.
They definitely did get worse,
Yeah,
and that's why I'm similar.
yeah. We all
Hmm.
got these next few in the similar areas. Sam, Patriots high. I mean, we got them close, but top 20 for the Patriots,
I
man.
like I like Drake May. Now he's got Will Campbell. I
Yeah,
think
It's
I think
fair.
they're
true.
I think
They
they're a
got
good I think
weapons.
they're a good coached unit.
They had a
Maybe
great offseason,
They
and
got
it
Diggs.
pains me to say that
Yeah,
as a Dolphins fan. They had a great
yeah,
offseason.
they did. They did, no doubt. Here's where I got Miami, Dom. I
Fair.
completely agree with everything you said about Miami last episode. I could see them going up if everybody stays healthy. I think the defense holds you back, so I don't see them going up too much. But I could see
Fair.
them creeping into that top half of the league at least. But if injuries come, I could see them dropping down pretty far too. Damn, the Cardinals are high up there.
I just I didn't I
Yeah.
just I didn't feel right putting them lower than any of the other teams that I've named. I think head to
Because
head, I think the
they are
Cardinals.
always solid. So
I feel like they're just one of those teams that's just like always kind of like they could stick around. Like
Yeah,
if that makes sense. I don't know if that in my head that made sense though.
yeah. I'm gonna do 18 and 17. So this is the last teams that we got before the top half of the league. So this is our top of the bottom, I guess you could say.
Hmm.
Sam, we got the Bears in the same spot. I think the division is gonna hold them back a lot. So I don't see them
That's
climbing up too much higher. I think that's a fair spot for them.
tough division, but I think that you're wrong about Caleb Williams. I think he's going to come through this year, clean up his game a little bit, and then we're going to start to see some of those athletic flashes, some really cool plays. Like whether you want to say that they're smart, they're dumb, he's gonna make something
Yeah,
shake.
it's one take I'm okay with being wrong about. I didn't like what I saw last year. I always bring it back to that Seahawks game, dude. That's
It
probably the
was
worst
ugly.
football
It was
game
ugly. No,
I've
no,
ever
it was
seen.
it
It's
was
just
not it was
the
not pretty
decision
last
making is
year.
just not there for me personally. A lot of times I think people get blinded by the big play ability and don't focus on the play by play, what they can do. Some guys don't need to make the big plays because they could just play solid. Perfect example, like Mahomes last year. I know he had a
Mhm.
down year, but like, Mahomes can make crazy plays
a good
too,
way to
but
put it.
he doesn't
I'm
need to
also
a
I'm
lot.
also just curious. I'm
It's
also
easy to
just
lose
curious
sight of
to
that,
see
you
what
know.
I'm also just curious to see what Ben Johnson can
Yeah,
do for the
true.
Bears.
And they
I
got
am
I
some
think
very
weapons.
intrigued.
They got some weapons on that team.
Definitely. Colson
They got some
Loveland,
weapons. They
yeah, I
boosted that
think
Will
offensive
Burden.
line like
I think
crazy.
I think a guy like Ben Johnson could have a lot of fun with that offense.
DJ Moore might be breakout for
Yeah.
fantasy this year.
All right, so these are going to be our top half of the league guys. Um, so for me, I got San Fran. They're gonna like finish with a good record because of their schedule, but like I just don't believe in them. I really don't. I don't believe in
Hmm.
Purdy. I think they got worse, and I just think that it's the San Francisco 49ers. Like they're always good. Like it might not be like that anymore. You go back 3 years ago, they literally had a super team. Like it's not like that anymore. Like we gotta accept that they're not just
Mhm.
gonna automatically just snap back to that place. Everybody thinks, oh, just because CMC's healthy this year, they're all of a sudden that same team. They're
Yeah,
not. So
yeah. Definitely not that same team
Mhm.
you saw making those Super Bowl runs.
yeah,
Look at Dom putting his Dolphins smack dab in the middle.
I think that's fair for them, bro. I
Mediocre.
really do.
I I
I
don't
honestly do.
I
I think
think
it's fair for them.
Telling
I
you,
think
it's
you're
going to
both
be
I think
really
you're both just a
solid or
little too
really
high on
bad.
them.
But now I got
Look
your
at him getting
Cowboys
your
at
Cowboys
15.
up there in the top 15, though. Come
I
on now,
think
give him some thanks for that.
uh,
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna get to our top dogs now. Top dogs, just shy of the top five. For me, I got Minnesota. I see them falling down again. I'm not a high on Minnesota. I think they'll end up switching with the Bears. I don't know if I'm going to get the Bears all the way up to 14, but I think they'll be below the Bears by the time this season's over. In my power rankings, they'll drop below them. They're not the worst team because that defense is gonna win them games, but with their division and I just don't see it with JJ. I don't think that they're
I
gonna have a
think
good year.
I think there's a Vikings fall off imminent.
Yeah,
I have
It's on the way.
Vikings in a very similar place.
yeah.
Yeah.
13. This is where I see Cincinnati for
Ooh,
right now.
Bengals.
I think they go up. I think they go up. But you're talking about a team that missed the playoffs. It's hard for me to put them in the top 12 before the season even starts.
Yeah,
So
Mhm.
they'll go
I
up
think that's
though.
fair.
They'll go up.
it's fair. I actually thought I had them higher. I have them at a very similar.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys got them right here. Get just outside the top 10. Um,
This was big for me. Looking
Dom,
at this,
talk on that.
looking
Talk on that. It's a
yeah,
hot take.
looking back at this, I should have put them a little higher. This next team, like looking back, it might have been a mistake, but the top nine, I like them. I just simply like them better than the Rams.
I think people think I have the Texans a little high. Again, I said it last video. I don't buy into the sophomore slump BS. And I think their defense is phenomenal. So
You're
I
just
think
you're
I
just
think they'll
saying
get the
that you're
job
just
done.
saying that because you don't want Jaden Daniels to suffer the same fate.
Bro, I said this before. I'll ask you guys. I'll put you guys on the spot too because I say this to everybody. Name me another quarterback that had a sophomore slump that isn't CJ Stroud because everybody makes it like it's the curse of the NFL. Tell me another one.
I mean,
Josh Allen,
Josh Allen
or
had a
no,
freshman
Josh Allen
slump.
had
You can't even.
Josh Allen had a
yeah,
freshman
no,
slump.
Josh Allen came into the league stinking it up.
Bro,
I can't
don't
think off
forget.
I can't think off the top of my head, but I could definitely
Because it's not a
find you
thing.
one.
It's not a thing. CJ Stroud had a bad year, and people made up the term sophomore slump, and now it's like this, it's like the Madden curse all of a sudden. It just what happened to one guy. He's gonna be fine. He's gonna be fine. He's gonna be fine. We're gonna get into the top 10. Look at the Bucks. Ooh, Dom, San Francisco is high up there.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
10.
what I just said. I said possibly, but it's also because, like I said, like you said, they're always solid and they have talent on the team.
Who did you have winning the NFC West?
I think he had the
Uh,
Rams,
I did have the Rams,
but this
but
is just
coming
for
into
now.
this,
This is just for now.
yeah, this is
Again, we
coming
all
into
have the
the
Vikings
season.
ahead of the Bears. I think this is just for now
This is
coming
coming
into the
into the
season.
season.
But considering they were, had a good playoff run as opposed to San Francisco
But I
last
would
year, I
say
think it's a
if I
little.
could switch anything, I would switch those two
You'd switch that.
for sure.
Sam, I think
Yeah.
you got Green Bay a little low. I don't know if there's some animosity there, but I think that's a little. I think that's a little low.
He wants to
just a
see
little
Micah
bit.
fail.
Just-
He wants to see
Just a
Micah
little
fail.
bit, but like it's kind of one of those things where it's just like I just can't like it just didn't feel right to me. I don't know where the Bengals are. I forget where I put them on my list, but I think I might have made a little mistake.
Yeah.
I think I might be
I think
sleeping
they
on the
might be. I think
Packers.
they might be coming up. Yeah, there we go.
yeah.
Dom, we got the Broncos there. I see the Broncos going up a little bit.
I do too. Their defense is going to carry them.
Defense is
They're
real good.
real good.
I'll say this. I actually had the Packers at 10, $9, 8 Broncos after the Parsons trade. I flipped it.
Okay.
So I dropped these two teams down and moved the Packers up. That's where I have them now. Another team,
think
Packers. I got them going up for sure. I picked them to win the NFC.
You think getting Micah Parsons like really like
I mean,
moves
I
the
moved them
needle
up
for
2
them that
spots.
much?
I moved it up 2 spots. But
but we're talking
It
I did say
changed
they'll
their
win
whole
the NFC.
defense,
So
dude.
I did
but
say they'll win the
but
NFC. So.
you move them from the middle 50% of the NFL to
Someone's
the top
a little
25%
salty over
of the
there.
NFL.
Listen, bro,
I'm so
I
salty.
said it. I said it
I'm
before.
so
I have them.
salty.
I literally picked them to win the NFC. I think Jordan Love. Listen, they won. How many did they win? 12 or 11 last year?
I
11. And Love missed how many games? You get Love healthy. You finally gave him a guy who I'm really high on, who should be their wide receiver 1 in Matthew Golden. That offense is solid. Josh Jacobs is solid. You got 3 other good receivers and a good tight end to go along with a good quarterback and a wide receiver 1. And then you have a really young, good, not amazing, young defense. And then you add the 3rd best defense player in football to that team. Yeah, I'm high on the Packers.
and a great coach. Yeah, I think I was hating,
I'm high on the
I think I was hating
Packers.
a little bit. I think I was hating a little bit.
Sorry, Nick.
Killing me,
I
bro.
could make a case for the rest of these next 16 though.
I don't hate it. I don't mind it. I'm just kidding. I don't mind it.
I'm
I
really
like the
I'm
Rams in this
really
spot. I'm high on the Rams. I think you guys
I'm
both
re-
had
I'm
them. I
really
mean, Sam, we
I'm
only had them one spot behind me, but I think
yeah.
a little low considering how deep they went last year, and they just got better.
I'm just
Devontae Adams is a huge difference.
again
So
I'm so high on that Broncos defense. I think
as you
Yeah,
that's
should
going to
be,
be
I
as you
like the
should be,
Broncos here. I like the
as you
Broncos
should
here.
be. All right, now we got just missing the top five. Just missing the top five. Look at that, fellas.
Ooh,
wow.
Look at that. We're all on the same page here. Um,
Lot of moving pieces in Detroit. You lose both of your coordinators.
yeah,
It's gonna be a new look for them, but also when you get it down to what it is at its core, they have a stacked offense. And if their defense can get healthy again, they're gonna play good defense. They started off hot, lost a lot of guys to injuries. I think with the
yeah.
comeback of Aiden Hutchinson, like that alone gives you such a. I know I just said Micah Parsons doesn't move the needle for me that much on the Packers, but
Yeah.
I'm just a hater. I'm just
Well,
just because
saying.
you're
we
still
got the
feeling it a
top
little bit.
five, our official top five going into 2025 NFL season. This is everybody's top five. So, Sam, I think we got a similar team here.
Sorry, Sam.
Sammy, I love it. Thank you, bro. Uh, I boosted
They're
them up
they're they're a
last
they're a
episode.
retirement home, but all the guys they got
Listen, that gets
are
skewed.
ball
That
players.
number gets skewed. We got a couple old guys that make the average go up, but that number is
I don't
skewed
like one thing
more
I
than people
don't like
think.
about the Commanders, and I know you're going to back them up, is their running game. I mean, yes, you have Jaden Daniels, but
Bro, I mean, I
eventually you're
just
going to need to pound the ball. And,
listen,
you know,
listen. I just think everybody acts like you can't act like losing B Rob was that crazy when I love B Rob. I mean, no disrespect to him. That I was a huge fan of B. Bro got shot and played 4 weeks later. I love the guy,
yeah,
but I think we saw his ceiling. He never sniffed 1,000
he was
yards.
never a
900 yards.
standout running back.
900
You're
yards was
absolutely
his
right.
cap. You have a rookie that they seem to like, even though I think I saw they have him at like the RB4 right now. They obviously like
I
the
took
rookie.
I took him in fantasy thinking that he
I
was
know.
gonna be
He'll move
something.
up. You obviously like the rookie. You have Eckler. Debo's taking snaps. Jaden's going to run the ball. There's so many pieces running the ball. Like losing a 900-yard rusher, I don't think drops us down 3 spots in the power rankings. Um, I think you have enough guys, enough weapons running the football, and I just think we got better. You had Tunsil, you had Debo, a couple pieces on the defense.
Also,
I think we got
Okay.
better, and we
you
finished
gotta
fourth last
respect.
year, so I could have put us at 4, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to
Yeah.
take it back a little
Also,
bit.
you
I think
gotta
five's a good
respect
spot.
you gotta respect that the Commanders had a solid passing game last year, and then also take into account that Jaden Daniels is very smart when it comes to using his legs.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
It's
sure.
it's
He
not it's
is.
it's not it's not like he's just running around
And
looking
he's
for
pretty
answers. He's
durable
smart
too.
about it.
I seen him
Very
take some
durable.
shots last year, and he's a
Very
skinny dude.
durable. So
So
we got the
you got it
same top 4 teams, just in some different
different
orders.
order.
Yeah. So me and Sam are the same here. Dom a
Okay.
little low on the Chiefs there, buddy.
Yeah. These next 3 teams.
The Chiefs are in the Super Bowl though.
Roster wise, the Ravens are 2.
They
Roster
were
wise,
in the Super
the
Bowl.
Ravens are 2. But again, if there was a matchup tomorrow, and actually one of these teams is actually matching up with them Sunday Night Football, and I'm taking the other team. So if any of these 3 teams played against the Ravens, I'm taking them. Roster wise, they are the second best team in football,
That game
though.
is going to be crazy. That game is going to that's going
Yeah,
to be a great game.
it's gonna be
Three,
fun.
I got Buffalo.
Okay. Kansas City at 3.
Dom, you got Buffalo too. Sam, Kansas City.
Yeah.
Again, there's really no right or wrong answers with these.
Yeah.
2, I got Kansas City. I'm giving them their
Wow, I
respect.
am shocked. You guys hate on the Eagles. Wow. You know what,
Whoa,
Sam?
whoa. I don't hate on the Eagles. I don't
Dude,
hate on the Eagles.
what would I look like? What would I look like if I
I
got
know,
on here and was
I
like,
know.
yeah, the defending Super Bowl champ that put belt
Number
to
one, bro.
ass.
We all got it.
Yeah,
I give him
just
their
get it,
respect. Again.
just get it out of the way.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it off the screen, but I said it last time. Me taking the Eagles not to win the division is not me disrespecting the Eagles. The Eagles have the sickest roster in the NFL, and they're a great team. They're a phenomenal football team. It's simply me having faith in my team, and I think we have the better quarterback and the NFC East curse. Those factors are enough for me to say that I think we're going to win the division. But in terms of a preseason power rankings, the reigning Super Bowl champions deserve to be number 1 in the power rankings.
When we recap tomorrow night, Thursday Night Football, the Eagles will not be number 1 in the power ranking anymore.
I love it.
I'm smelling
I
an
love
upset.
it.
I'm smelling
Stop.
an
I
upset
love it.
tomorrow.
We're gonna get into our awards. We're gonna run through these real quick.
All right, just let it go,
Let it rip.
let it rip. I mean, like what is there to be said
I
about
love
who
it.
Sean Payton is as a coach? He's an accomplished coach, coached one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, and I think you give him the best defense in football and a good, not super young, but new to the league quarterback, because Bo Nix is a bit of an
Yeah,
old head. I think I think the Broncos are going to be scary this year. I think that they're going to really make some things shake, and Sean Payton just adding to his career.
I like
I
it.
like it.
Dom,
So this might be a little bit of a reach here because it is first year, but this is because I want to see Ben Johnson succeed. So this
I,
is why
I
I
like
bought
it. I
Ben
like it. I
Johnson,
was
I
thinking
love
about
it,
Coach
it.
of the
dude.
Year.
I love it.
It
Dom, I'm
may
gonna
be
be
a
honest
reach
with you.
because it's his first year.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I was gonna take it, but we had so many of the same that I was like, I gotta switch something up here.
The thing
I
is,
like
like,
it.
we saw what he did. His scheme in Detroit is just unbelievable. So
Yeah,
I'm very excited to see this new Bears roster.
It's gonna be frisky. And I was thinking about putting Ben Johnson too.
I got Vrabel. Honestly, my
Okay,
reason's very simple. I think Coach of the Year awards like teams that make a big turnaround, and I think he's going to turn this Patriots team around pretty damn quick. Obviously, a lot more factors other than just him, but I think they're going to scrape together some good wins, and I think I like the Ben
that's
Johnson pick. I
that's
think I
very
think it'll be one
similar
of
to
the two
Ben
of them.
Johnson. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'll be one of the two of them.
Okay, so I have my quarterback one as comeback player of the year.
Uh,
Last time we saw him play a healthy season, I mean, the numbers are there. I do want to put a little disclaimer on this. I am between Dak and Aiden Hutchinson for comeback player of the year. The reason that I didn't put Aiden Hutchinson for comeback player of the year is because I think he's going to make a very realistic run at defensive player of the year. So I put Dak, and I also
I
feel
like
like
that.
a quarterback coming back into their offense,
I
you
like
know,
that.
a lot of things changed, and I still think the Cowboys are going to be able to fight for a wild card spot. Hence, I have my quarterback.
I like that, Dom.
See, this was tough because there was three good options. Dak, I even thought about CMC, but I just think Aiden Hutchinson's going to have like a breakout year. So
I'm sorry to cut you off. I'm just going to agree with everything you say. So you can keep going. I
yeah,
think Hutchinson's got it. Sam, I'm in a similar boat to you. I think he can make a run at depoy, but I got somebody else in there. So
I
yeah, I got somebody else in there. So Hutchinson's comeback player
why?
for me. Sammy,
Just let it run again. I mean, come on, you go and get a guy like Abdul Carter. He's the best defensive prospect, and I think we're gonna just see him from day one. He's plug and play. Just go
yeah,
off.
same thing. Abdul Carter, just a monster. When I think of him, I really do think of a mini Micah Parsons, and they said it at Penn State. And Penn State just breeds rushers.
And
yeah,
he also has the help because it's not like they're gonna come out and just double team him because you still have the
Yeah,
best nose tackle.
it's a
You
solid. You
still have
have
the
a
best
solid
nose
solid
piece
tackle
on
in
line.
Dexter
defense,
Lawrence, and then
definitely.
you have Brian Burns, who I think is honestly underrated at this point because I feel
Yeah.
like he didn't make too much noise in New York.
Going back,
You pick
we
your
don't really.
poison with that defensive line, and then you got
Couldn't
Kayvon
agree more,
Thibodeau having a big
fellas.
year.
Couldn't
Yep,
agree more.
yep, yep.
uh,
I know we don't cover college ball
it's too
much on this.
basic, bro.
I know we don't cover college much on here, but Penn State, like if you look at it, you got Micah Parsons, Chop Robinson, Abdul Carter, and then I don't know if you guys watched this last Saturday, but that number 33,
Yeah,
Dennis Sutton. Just remember that name.
there's
I'm telling you.
Remember
It's
that
just
name. I
like
like it.
they
I like
breed
it.
they
Danny
breed
Dennis
they breed
Sutton.
linebackers. They
I
got some
like
great
it.
linebackers at Penn
Yeah.
State.
I like it.
Really
Because
do.
Michael Parsons was not. I mean, he did the pass rush stuff, but he was really kind of just a unicorn in that defense. He could play
Yeah.
off ball linebacker. He could drop into coverage. They just breed guys. And then
Ooh, I
I think
like
he's
it.
going to show us all. I think he's going to show us all why he should have been the Heisman winner. In my mind, he's the rightful Heisman winner. I think he's kind of got the odds stacked against him because I don't think the Raiders O line is super strong. But this guy's a freak of nature. Like
I like it.
I don't got anything else to say about him.
Yeah.
I
Dom.
talked how high I am on Cam Ward last episode, so I'm just gonna leave it here.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
like it.
for me, I'm in the same boat as you, Dom. Honestly, like I did say I'm not that high on Cam Ward. I just think that Offensive Rookie of the Year, when there's a decent quarterback, is a quarterback award, and
Mm.
no other quarterback from this class is even playing. So I think we'll get the job done. I'm going to DPOY now.
hmm I have
Here he
Aiden
is,
Ooh,
Sam.
Hutchinson winning
I
Defensive
like it.
Player of the Year. If you look at what he did before he got hurt, and I think it was week 4 or 5 of last season, he was already on pace to just have an absolutely monster season. We're talking over 20 sacks, tons of quarterback hits. But this is kind of where my disclaimer comes into it because if he slides into that comeback player of the year spot, I have a guy that you guys will probably have somewhere. One of you guys will probably have him winning DPOY, so I'm not going to ruin the surprise.
Yeah, Dom, let us
Mine,
know.
mine's actually, I don't think you're expecting it, but Will Anderson Jr. I think
I
this
Yo,
guy is
like
a
it though.
I
stud.
love it, Dom.
He's a
I
I
really
love
stud.
it,
like
bro.
it
I
though.
love it, dude. I
Crazy
I
absolutely love it.
athleticism,
He's a
elite
I
pass
crazy
actually
take,
really
but
rusher,
I
like
love
that.
it.
fast as hell. I'm excited.
Yeah, I love it. Here it is, bro. I'm all in. I'm all in on
Yeah.
it. I'm all in
Wow.
on him, bro.
hmm
I'm all in on
If
it, dude.
if
Doesn't he
if
look
Aiden
good in
Hutchinson
green?
if Aiden Hutchinson is the comeback
Exactly.
player of the year, Michael Parsons will be the defensive player
He's
of the
getting
year.
green. I want to take Aiden Hutchinson here too. I just think he might be a little bit worse because coming off the injury. So I think
Yeah.
that'll put him more into the comeback player category than this category. Um, but I like it. That's three good picks. I like them. I like them across the board.
Mhm.
We're getting into the good stuff here.
Yeah.
I
I keep
love it.
forgetting
This
who
is
I
one of the
took.
only things
Just let it
we
run.
got all different players. So
Really. I just
Love it.
I like
back to
when you
back.
look
I don't know,
when
dude.
you look at a guy who played the way that he played, like I do see some kind of regression from last season, but we're still talking he was at the pinnacle of NFL
Regression
running
for him
backs
is like
last year.
1,700 yards.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like he'll
yeah,
still
I got you.
probably be right on the nose of 2,000 yards. And I don't even think he should have been offensive player of the year last year. I think this year he's going to have more of a case than he did
Okay.
last year. Granted, there's no triple crown winner this year.
Fair, Dom.
Okay. Jahmyr Gibbs. And I think because we saw
Mm,
at the end of the second half of last year, we saw him take more of like an RB1 role, and I think that's going to carry over. And when he had that role, he was super explosive. He ran for 1,400 yards, 16 touchdowns. Like he's got to have that role this year.
I just love Sonic and Knuckles. Like
I
I
know.
And
love
don't get me
watching
wrong,
him and
David
Monty.
Montgomery is a great running back, and he's good for like short down situations, like third and two, punch the ball. But Jahmyr Gibbs is just way more explosive.
We're
I
all on the
agree.
same wavelength here, just different versions. I got Bijan. Um,
Ooh, okay.
I think. Listen, I actually kind of I like Gibbs a little better. I just think Gibbs is in a way better situation. The Falcons are going to rely a lot more on Bijan, so I'm expecting a huge year out of him. I have him
I
Gibbs,
think
he's my
running back
projected
heavy.
fantasy number one fantasy player this year. Fantasy RB1, fantasy overall number one player. That's my projection. He's one of the best dual threats in football. He had a huge, I think he had like 1,400 rushing yards last year. I think he's going to play more of a role in the receiving game.
for the last eight
I
weeks for the last 8 weeks of the fantasy season, he was the RB1.
Yeah, so that's my
Something like
projection
that.
here. Let's get into it, fellas. MVP, Sammy.
Drum roll.
I already know what it's gonna be. Hell yeah.
Free him. Free him. This should have been back to back. To back. Come on now. Come on now. That by any metric, let's pull up the tape, let's look at the stat sheet. Lamar Jackson is a ball player, man, and I think he's going to have a very similar season to last year. Again, we're talking a guy who didn't win MVP. Stat wise, fourth best quarterback season of all time. I think he finally gets what he deserves. I think he plays another great season, wins MVP.
My MVP. I don't think Sam's gonna like it. Give me Tua Tagovailoa.
Bro, just I laugh at you, bro.
Play the tape.
Uh,
Not much to be said. Sam really hit on it. He got snubbed last year, in my opinion. I mean, it could have went either way, but I think he's gonna run it back.
This was a tough pick for me. I battled here. I battled Lamar. I
I'm
battled
actually
Josh Allen.
curious to see who you have.
Those are the top two. Everybody knows that. Then I
Tell me
started
you got
thinking.
Mahomes.
Then I started
Tell me
thinking Joe
Nick
Burrow a little
Wright's
bit
got
because
Mahomes too.
No, don't do Jaden
Joe Burrow,
Daniels.
dude, because Joe Burrow could have won MVP last year with those numbers if they made the playoffs. I thought about him. Those are the big three. You know, I like Josh Allen over Lamar. Went back
Don't
and
do it.
forth. There's voter fatigue here everywhere. So I think it's time for something new, fellas.
Sam.
Give me JD5, baby. Give me Jaden Daniels to win MVP. Lamar did
This is
it
the
in the
last segment of
second
the
year.
show. This is the
Mahomes
last
did it
segment of
in
the
the
show.
second year.
Oh,
That's your
that's-
MVP right there, baby.
This is the last segment of the show, so I can leave like right now.
No. You got one more thing.
No.
Give it to me. Give it to me. JD5. Lamar did it in year two. Mahomes did it in year two. Jaden Daniels in his second year. He's taken the leap. He's taken the step up. That's your 2025.
You put
or I
the,
guess would it be
you know,
20?
you,
Yeah,
you
your
put the
2025
Maloik
NFL
on it.
MVP.
You put the Maloik on it, saying sophomore slumps don't exist. Just you watch.
They
Mark my words.
They don't. You'll all see. We're gonna get into the Super Bowl winners now, fellas.
I forgot about this. I forgot about
Super Bowl
this.
winners and who they're gonna beat. So, Mr. Melly.
I'm not used to this. Okay, in Super Bowl, what is it now?
I don't know, 55, 56, 57?
No, probably 56.
I don't know.
Anyways,
Take it away.
I have the Buffalo Bills beating the Los Angeles Rams in the Super Bowl.
Wow.
I love it. I really do.
I-
Sam, I love it. I'm not gonna lie, I love
Wow.
it.
I think this is the year that Josh Allen can get over the Mahomes hump. I think each year it's just like you could look back at a few plays in those games that are really the difference maker. Like how long is history going to repeat itself? I think this is finally the year that the Bills get over the hump. They've been knocking at the door for years now, and I think Josh Allen finally does get a Super Bowl. And I'm also really high on the Rams this year. Matt Stafford plays a healthy season. I think the sky's the limit for this team, but I do not think that they're better than the Buffalo Bills, and I think that the Bills are going to beat them in the Super Bowl.
Well said.
Like it.
Dom spoiled his last episode hard, but
I did. Give me the Eagles over the Ravens. I don't see a team in the NFC. I don't see a team in the NFC stopping the Eagles this year. They're just dominant. They were dominant last year, and I know they lost some pieces, but there's no teams in the NFC that make me put an edge over the Eagles. And on the AFC,
See, I would hate to see this one. As
I would
a
hate
Lamar
to see this
Jackson
one. I would
as
hate
a
to
Lamar
see this
Jackson
one.
fan, as a
I
Lamar
would hate to
Jackson
see
fan
this
watching.
one.
I mean,
Paul,
both you guys would hate to see it because it's back to back for the Eagles, and you guys both hate
I would
the
hate
Eagles.
to see this
so.
one.
I just want to see Lamar get a ring. If Lamar's in the Super
But-
Bowl and then
but
they
I
don't
do-
they don't get it done.
I do believe this could be the year for the Ravens. Like they seriously could take a step up. They seriously could get over the hump. I mean, I never count out Mahomes in the AFC Championship, but something in my gut's just telling me that this is the year.
We got to go with our gut, right, fellas? See, that's well said,
Exactly.
Dom.
Oh,
Gotta go with your gut sometimes when it comes to the game of football.
Just put it on the
Gotta come
screen,
to your
bro.
gut. Gotta
Put it
go
on
with
the
your gut when it
screen,
comes to the
bro.
game of football,
This
fellas.
is the most
For my
biased-based
Super Bowl
channel.
champions this year, I have the Washington Commanders over the Buffalo Bills. There's nothing I got to say here. One, Sam, I'll start with the Bills. I agree with everything you said. I think this is the year. No discredit to Mahomes. I think if Josh Allen and Mahomes have 10 AFC Championship battles, Mahomes wins 8 of the 10. 2 of them, Josh Allen's going to sneak through. I just think that this is going to be one of those years. I think the Bills get there. But listen, bro, when
Next season,
when your team is a contender, if you don't take them, you're not a fan. You're not a fan.
Nick sees
I'm
one
gonna leave it
good
at that,
year
bro.
and doesn't know how to
I'm gonna
act.
leave it
He
at
wants
that.
a
Listen,
perfect season
listen,
with
you
Jaden
can-
Daniels MVP.
Listen, bro,
Super Bowl Commanders.
Listen, bro, you could call it bias. You could call it bias, and it is. It is. But when your team's a contender,
it's absolutely biased. Have you
when-
seen me for the
tell
past
me-
minute?
Listen, bro, tell me where I'm wrong here, though. If your team is a contender and you don't take them, you're not a real fan. That's like a Buffalo Bills fan saying, "I'm not going to take the Bills to win the Super Bowl because they lose to the Chiefs every year." My team's a contender. I'm taking them.
I thought we were doing our best to like take the bias out of it. You know, take a
My team's a
holistic
contender.
approach.
Bro, we were one game away. You could call it bias, but we were one game away. You could
Yeah,
call it bias,
one
but that's not like me
one
saying the
game-
Cowboys are winning the Super
One
Bowl.
game that
We're
you
one
guys
game
got your
away.
dicks kicked in.
Yeah, we did.
What do
The
we?
Eagles
Nick,
got worse, we got better.
I
The
do
Eagles
love the
got worse, we got
confidence though.
better.
You have crazy expectations. I do like the
It's
confidence.
it's 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 not expectations. It's
It's
confident. I
bold.
don't.
It's
I'm not
bold.
saying I
It's bold for
expect. It's
sure.
not saying I expect us to win the Super Bowl. That's not what I'm saying. It's not an expectation. It's confidence in my team. And again, I'll stand by this. If you feel your team is a contender and you don't take them, how can you call yourself a fan? I think that they're a contender. They were one game away last year. We went to the NFC Championship. It's obviously doable. We're one of the best teams in the NFC, and if we are a contender, I'm going to pick my team. You just there's no way to not. If the Dolphins went to the AFC Championship last year and you felt they got better in the offseason, you're going to pick them to win the Super Bowl. There's no way you wouldn't. You have to. You have to. If your team's a contender, you have to take them. That's it. There's
Yeah,
nothing else to
I
it.
wouldn't have to worry about that. I'm focused on the playoff win this year.
I know. There's nothing else to it. But all
I'm
right.
focused on a
So that's
playoff
it.
appearance.
That's everything for our preseason predictions. Boys, we got to go to bed soon, so we got one more thing to kick us off, and then we finish it off. This is going to be something that we're going to do every week. We're going to keep our records, so we're just going to go through quickly, and we're just going to pick our week one game predictions. Who we got winning each game? Yeah, so we'll just go down the list. Sam, dude, I want to take him here. I want to, but I can't. I'm gonna take the Eagles here. Game one, coming off the Super Bowl, got to take them. Tom,
Oh, give me the Eagles.
Sammy.
The only fun that is going to be had at Lincoln Financial Center tomorrow is when that banner goes up. Other than that, I smell an upset. Dak Prescott owns the Eagles. Give me the Cowboys in an upset.
Dude,
Thursday Night Football, we're back. We're back.
Sam, I've never wanted you to be right about something more in my life. I'll, t-
Especially about the Cowboys.
I'll tell you that. I've never wanted you to be right. I've never wanted to be wrong about something more in my entire life. Game two, Chiefs Chargers, another Super Bowl team. Give me the Chiefs.
No, I thought about this
Why are
one
you
hard.
screaming, Chiefs?
No, I
It's
thought
supposed to be.
about this one
Chiefs!
hard.
I don't know.
Lot of good divisional games.
Yeah,
I think
good
I'm gonna,
start. Good
yeah,
week one.
definitely. I'm gonna take the Chargers here. I want to see it, and divisional game could go anyway. Say it all the time.
I like
I
it.
think this Super Bowl hangover is gonna go on a little bit longer than expected. Give me the Chargers.
All right, I
Yes,
like
sir.
it. Spice things up. This game here, this is easy for me. The Buccaneers got swept by the Falcons last year. I think they're coming out hot.
I think this is gonna be a great game. I want to say the Falcons, but I think they're gonna need time. Give me the Bucks.
Michael Penix, first game jitters. I don't like it. Buccaneers.
Bengals Browns. The Bengals learned the hard way last year. You can't come out slow with this defense. If this team wants any chance, they got to come out firing and they got to win the easy games. So give me the Bengals.
Give me the Bengals. Not much is to be said.
I agree. Bengals.
Dolphins Colts. Love the Dolphins in this game. Love the Dolphins in this game. I think they come out hot. I don't know how they're going to go through the entire season, but I think it's one of those games. Tua comes out firing, 300-400 yards. Tyreek's got 100 yards, 2 touchdowns. I love the Dolphins in this game.
I think it's gonna be one of those games too, similar where it's just explosive offense. Tua throws for over 300. Give me the Dolphins.
I like the Dolphins here. I want to switch it up, but
All right, you got to go with your guy. I'm keeping the record here, so don't just switch it just to be
mhm.
that guy. This is going to be a good game, but too much confidence in my Panthers. Give me them.
Give me the sneaky Panthers.
Let's go, baby. That's what I like to see.
Duval. I want the Jaguars. I think Bryce Young. He's gonna have to take this one on the chin. Better
No,
football ahead for the
you didn't even
Panthers.
say it right. It's Duval.
Oh,
Another interesting game, but I like the Patriots here. Also, just a heads up, I'm pretty sure I did this right. Every team on the right should be the home team. So if that interferes with any of your picks, so you guys can look at it, so you don't need to know prior to. Every
Gotcha.
team to the right is supposed to be the home game. So
okay.
I'm also gonna take the Patriots here.
I just Geno Smith versus Drake May. I can't. Patriots. Patriots.
worst game of of week one, but give me the Cardinals. Even though the spread on this game is way too big,
Yeah,
What
this
Cardinals are going to win
is
spread?
like 5.5 points. Is they two bad teams for that spread?
5.5 on the road.
Yeah, no.
yeah, this is a poop versus poop, but I think Kyler Murray is just a little less terrible. So I'm
I
with the
think
I
for
agree.
Cardinals.
I think for future I think for future games or for like the future weeks you should put the spreads because honestly sometimes that influences who I think's going to win outright because sometimes
Okay,
like you could smell a trap.
I could do that. I
But
could do that.
I am going to go with the Cardinals here.
All right. Steelers Jets. Screaming the Jets in my head. This was the one game
This is a good game.
I was the closest on. I just think the Steelers defense is a little too good, even though they have no offense. I think Aaron Rodgers coming back to New York. I think he'll get the job done.
I think the Jets start out hot. I'm gonna take the Jets here.
I might regret this one. This is one I know I might regret.
Aaron Rodgers homecoming Steelers.
This is definitely one I know I could regret. I mean, this is easy. I'm not even gonna say anything here. No, nothing to say here.
Yeah,
Don't sleep now because
Your Super Bowl winners.
the Commanders don't play well against the Giants.
Whoa, whoa,
They're
whoa,
They
they're
don't.
whoa, whoa,
they're
whoa!
always they're always a
The
better
pri
team.
Jaden Daniels. You can say that about our franchise. Jaden Daniels plays good against the Giants.
I no, I'm saying that about your team. Football is a team
I,
sport. The Commanders
Yeah,
I
as a
think this is gonna
yeah.
football
be.
team do not play well against divisional opponents, especially the Giants for whatever reason.
I think it's gonna be like a down to the
New
wire
era.
game, right? A divisional game, down to the wire, first week of the season. But I'm gonna take the Commanders here.
With that said, though, Russ is not cooking. Commanders. Russ is not cooking. It's over.
Uh, my goal is to be confident without making you guys hate my team. Sometimes overconfidence makes you hate a team. I don't
Yeah,
want to make you
no,
guys hate them.
you're
So
doing
Yeah,
that too much.
I gotta tone it back a little bit.
Mr. Super Bowl
This game,
winners,
this I think
MVP.
this will be the biggest blowout of week one. I got the Broncos by a wide margin.
I also have the Broncos here, but I do think we see good things out of the Titans.
I took them in my suicide pool, maybe playing it safe, whatever you want to call it, but I think the Broncos. I think Cam Ward, week one, first start,
It's another
might
tricky
be a
one
little
here.
shaky.
There's another tricky
This is
one
a
here.
tricky one.
I'm gonna take the 49ers though, but this is a tricky one for sure.
This, like you said, it could go either way, but I'm also going to take the 49ers.
Something about the Seahawks, and I just feel like Sam Darnold can do enough. Like I feel like regular season wise, he can just play solid enough. That defense, that Seahawks defense, is so underrated as well.
I've been very loud about my hype on the Packers this year. I with that being said, I do think they'll split. Just give me the Packers at Lambeau though. The Lions will win the next one though for sure.
I'm going to take the Lions here. Got some good matchups week one.
Yeah,
Go
good
Pack,
start,
go,
dude.
go Pack, go. Give me Green Bay.
Really
Yeah,
interesting. Matthew Stafford's healthy, so this is the Rams for me. Oh, the Texans defense is gonna keep it close, but give me the Rams here.
I'm also going to take the Rams here.
I'm also going to take the Rams.
Week one, Sunday night football in Buffalo. Give me your reigning MVP.
Much as I want the Ravens to win, and I'm a big Ravens fan this week, I got to take the Bills.
Ravens starting the year right where their last season ended. I just,
I
I
already
don't
know.
know. I don't know. I
I
want to
really don't.
see it so bad,
I hope
man.
you're
I
right.
just want
I
to.
hope you're
I
right.
want to see them. I want to see them finish. Ravens, Ravens, Ravens.
So, Sam, you're telling me
Lock up.
there's a chance the
Lock
Dolphins win
up.
the AFC East?
Huh?
Vikings.
You're telling me there's a chance the Dolphins win the AFC East?
So you're saying there's a chance?
Vikings Bears. I actually like the Bears in this game, dude. I like the Bears
I don't.
here.
I agree. The Bears divisional game could go either way.
I like
I
the
don't hate
Bears
it, but
here.
I think the Vikings defense is gonna slow Caleb Williams down just a little bit too much. Give me the Vikings.
All right, that's it. That's our week one picks. Let me zoom out.
That's another
Yeah,
thing.
so I'm gonna keep the records going the whole way through. So we'll be able to get it seen here. But yeah,
Friday night football. I'm so excited they did that. I get to watch
yeah,
Thursday night football and Friday night
and
football.
Friday night.
So
I love
Oh,
it.
that's it.
So
I
yeah,
forgot about
I'm
that too.
gonna we'll keep track of this, but that's gonna be everything for episode two. Going forward, like I said, no more predictions. Just gonna be a lot of we're gonna do this every week, and then just keep breaking down the weeks. We'll try to get some like games, some interesting stuff going, some heated debate topics. But thank you to anybody that watched that, and
Thank
fellas,
you,
it was a lot of
everyone.
fun.
next time we see you
As
guys,
always.
NFL season will be kicked off.
Yes, sir. I
Next
love it,
time,
bro.
next
That's
time we get
great.
on here to talk. Next time we get on here to talk. All these voices about Dallas. I'm not saying there's going to be nothing to talk about, but there might be silenced a little bit. That's all I'm going to say.